right, game 3 here at LadyJag's Field. Winner takes the trip down 17 South to West Valley on Thursday. Jags took game 1 5-0, and then Sierra took game 2 4-2. And starting pitcher here in game 3 once again will be Lexi Saley. And as usual, leadoff hitter for the Jags is their catcher. Leading off game 3 for the Jaguars, the catcher, Deja Jimenez. So game 3 here at LadyJag's Field. It is literally win or go home. And the first pitch is outside for a ball. So we'll get the fielding alignment here for game 3 in a minute. And this one is swung on and missed, strike 1. And this one's on the ground to third. Redinger, throw to first is in time for out number 1. The third baseman, Malia Venegas. So Venegas now up. And first pitch, Lexi Saley is the starting pitcher. And this one is in the dirt. The count goes to 2-2. And the 2-2 on the outside, ball 3. So Venegas quickly with the count full. The 3-2 pitch on the way. And this is fouled off. This one is called a strike. Foul.
not coming through. All right, well, we're having some sound issues. This one is over the head of Venegas for a hit. The left fielder, Kaylee Lugoski. And first pitch is in the dirt. And the 0-1-0 is called a ball.
All right, 2-1 from Chavarria. Is on the outside, ball 3.
Is it working? Oh, that's what it was. It wasn't working for
3-1 is fouled off. So Montoya on first with 1 out. I'm going to apologize for him. Matt doesn't know if he's supposed to work or not.
Neither do these headphones.
And this one's on the ground to short. Smith steps on the bag. Throw to first.
Quinn
In time. So double play will end the inning. No runs, a hit, and nobody left on. Tie game to the second. Leading off the second inning for the Jaguars, the second baseman, Jaden Vi. So second inning here at LadyJag's field. It is the 5, 6, and 7 with Jaden Vi starting it off. And first pitch is a ball. And the 1-0 is in the dirt.
Been a lot of hitters counts to lead off innings. Jags got to get a leadoff base runner.
So official time is called But we do have a couple score and series updates that we'll get to at some point in this game. And it's quickly 3-0. Oh, this one's on the outside and taken for a strike. And this one is on the ground to third. It stays fair. Throw to first is in time for out number 1.
Redinger playing a clean third base over there. That's the second inning in a row that a ground ball to third has started the inning for the Jags.
The designated player, Bella Gianbruno.
Got to get it going here at Bella G.
So came off the bench in game 2 and had an RBI walk. And first pitch on the outside for a strike.
That breaking ball on the 1-0 missed off the outside. Another 2-0 count for these Sierra pitchers. It's been a common theme. All 3 pitchers that we've seen here today have had that sort of story.
Well, line to center and is right to Ernst for the second out.
Yeah, Riley Ernst didn't even flinch on that one. You kind of knew she had a beat on it, but that ball was stung pretty good by Bella G.
The shortstop, Carissa Smith.
I almost stole your thing. I thought about it. For those of you that don't know, what's the history behind it?
Oh, man. Number 2. Oof. Check swing foul off the bat of Smith there. That's one of those ones you probably want to have back. No balls, 1 strike. Steve's going to try to track down the information for the playoffs. We'll get an update on what's going on there. No balls, 1 strike. Here it comes. Here's a swing and a foul off the left field line. A deep foul out of play. This one's all the way to the snack shack. And it's 0-2 on Carissa Smith. If you're just tuning in, Game 1 went the way of the Wolverines by a score of 4-2.
Game 2.
Game 1 today, Game 2 of the series. And that ball is down and in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the start of Game 2, a couple scoreless frames in the first inning. A ground out and a line out to start this inning. 1 ball and 2 strikes with the bases empty and 2 outs on Carissa Smith. The pitch swung on and popped up foul on the third base side. This is going to go off the top of the Jaguar dugout out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It remains. The wind is picking up a little bit in straightaway center field. Blowing out. And we mentioned in the Game 2 broadcast that the heat would help the ball carry, but the wind can help it as well. Here's a line drive towards right center and down in front of Riley Ernst. A base hit in right center field for Carissa Smith, and she's aboard with 2 outs. And the batter is going to be the center fielder, Ashley Skipper.
The center fielder, Ashley Skipper.
This is the part of the Jags lineup where there's a lot more speed. This part of the lineup can cause some serious problems on the base paths. Here's a shot off the glove of the pitcher. Can she beat it out? Yes, she can. Heading to third. Stumbling to pick it up. The throw. Not in time. Everybody's safe. It was a line drive right back at the pitcher. It went off the pitcher's glove and into no man's land between first, the pitcher's mound, and where the second baseman is located.
The left fielder, Shimon Davis.
Skipper beat out the throw to first, and heads-up play by Carissa Smith. Never stopped running, went all the way to third, and the throw to third was late. So first and third with 2 outs, and the batter is Shimon Davis. So the Jags have built a 2-out rally here. Davis with excellent speed, good contact ability. See if she can poke one into the gap here. First pitch on the way is swung over the top of. It's 0-1. Pitch was down about shin high. Davis went down for it and couldn't come up with it. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the 0-1. Same spot, same result. It's 0-2. And a delayed steal by Ashley Skipper, and she's going to make it to second safely. So that changes this at bat. A base hit now could score 2 runs if it's hit to the outfield. See what Davis does on 0-2. This pitch is outside, in the dirt and speared by the catcher, who pops out of the squat to get Smith back to third. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A ball in the dirt that gets to the backstop is going to be a run. Smith's got good speed at third. Coach Rooney is on her hip, and the Jags are looking for it. 1-2 is a dribbler foul behind the plate. And it stays 1 ball and 2 strikes. Sierra very prepared defensively. The outfield is swung around to the left side and is playing pretty shallow. 1-2. Yeah, it's in there. Strike 3 called. Very, very good pitch to retire the side. So the Jags get the 2-out rally, but they do not score. We go to the last of the second inning. Oddly enough, home team is the Wolverines here in San Jose. No score here in Game 3.
The second inning for the Wolverines. The designated player, Kendall Manley.
Bottom.
Oh, go ahead.
Bottom of the second here at LadyJag's field. 4, 5, and 6 with Kendall Manley starting it off. And first pitch, oh man, that's a strike.
Angie Chavarria, man. She can spin it.
And how about this? Yep. At one point, the state leader in ERA going against the defending 3C2A NorCal Pitcher of the Year.
Sheesh.
And obviously she can hit because she's in the 4 spot.
Right. So the playoff team, you're batting cleanup. Best pitcher in 3C2A. Jeez. 1-1. Swung on and fouled away off the first base line. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Umpire had to cat off for a second eat back. And now he calls time. So somebody else is catting off over there. Okay, we're good. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Manley. Pitch bounces in front of home plate. A couple feet, and it's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here it comes. Swung on, hit on the ground to Carissa Smith at short. She's got it. Up with it and throws to Ulu for out number 1. A routine 6-3 put out, and the batter will be
The third baseman, Maddie Redinger.
It's Maddie Redinger. Redinger been all over the place defensively. See what she makes of her first plate appearance. Here's a ground ball to second. Jay Vi's got it. And she tosses it over to Ulu for out number 2. A couple of quick ground balls to start the inning. So 2 outs.
The second baseman, Maya Quick.
And it's Maya Quick.
Quick, like speed.
I did not hear, I still can't hear anything. These headphones aren't on, I'm convinced. I'm talking to nobody, nobody's talking to me. I'm getting reps, that's what I'm doing. Swung in a foul at the plate. Hit somebody, bounced away, but it's no balls, 1 strike. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch is swung on and hit foul off the third base line. It is the split grip approach from Quick. She has that same kind of approach as Ma'ai Ulu has when she's batting. Quick is doing it from the left side. Open stance, squares around the bunt. She's going to pull it back. It's 2 strikes. The pitch swung on and hit on the ground. Ulu spears it, but in foul territory. And it stays 0-2.
I just realized I forgot to do something. We'll get to it eventually.
0-2. Ooh, up and in.
All right, well, this inning's still going, so we got the chance. Fielding situation for the Jags here in Game 3. This is usually the first thing we say. Hasn't changed. Davis, Skipper, and Caruso in the outfield. And this one's up ball 2. Venegas, Smith, Vi, Ma'ai Ulu, and Jimenez doing the catch-in with Angie Chavarria getting the start here in Game 3. That's something on my mind for like the last 3 minutes. Couldn't figure out what it was.
Line drive. Caught by the diving Carissa Smith at shortstop. Number 2 out there looking like Derek Jeter on the diving play to retire the side. We go to the 3rd inning. No score here in the pivotal Game 3.
Number 2.
That was cool, bro.
Had to. All right, so officially.
When you see a Sam's gonna win, they were up 8-0.
So that's done. I just can't put them in yet because Delta and Zach haven't played. They're the only ones in the north because Fresno, Mollywop, CRC, Bulletin, Cerritos, and then Mount Sac, El Camino. So the last 2 years we've seen Mount Sac in the first round. We will not see them in the first round this year. Assuming we both go. The days are right, yeah.
Leading off the 3rd inning for the Jaguars, the catcher, Deja Jimenez.
So top of the order here in the 3rd, Jimenez, Venegas, and Chavarria.
First pitch to Deja is up and away, ball 1. Gotta set the tone here. If you're the Jags, you gotta set the tone here. And Deja takes a strike. That one was poured in there on the outer third. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Top of the order for the Jags. Jimenez, Venegas, and Shaw, as Steve mentioned. And that pitch misses up 2-1. This is where you got to get it going. You want to set the table for your heart of the order hitters. Get a cricket number up there, get some confidence going, get the crowd buzzing. 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch on the ground to short. And it's scooped up. Nice play. And the throw to first is in time on that short hop. Well done. All right, quick.
The third baseman, Malia Venegas.
Leah, batting from the left side, stands in, ready to go. 1 out in the top of the third. And this pitch hits her. First pitch. She walked in her last at-bat, her plate appearance, I should say, and here she gets hit by a pitch. So
The pitcher, Angie Chavaria.
2 plate appearances. She's reached base twice and doesn't have any at-bats yet, technically. So runner at first, 1 out, and Angie Chavaria.
So all three of the Sierra pitchers now combine for 6 hit batters, and 3 of them were in game 1.
Here's a shot right over the head of Coach Rooney at third. Angie tagged that one, but it's foul, 0-1. She hit that ball really hard. I'm curious what the exit velo on that one was. I don't think she'll be getting anything else up in this at-bat after that. Here's the 0-1. Oh, wow. Okay, she went right back up and called a strike, 0-2. She said, "Shut up, Matt. I'm going right back to the top of the zone." Here's the 0-2. Swung on and popped up. Another pitch up. This one is going foul and will land foul harmlessly, as the first baseman, second baseman, and the right fielder all gave chase. Stays 0-2.
All right, so at some point in this game, we'll get to the updated playoff bracket because there are some games that are made official.
Line drive, base hit to right field. So Angie is aboard, first and second with 1 out. Good swing of the bat by Angie Chavaria. Now the table is set for Ma'ai Ulu, and this is what you
The
wanted.
first baseman, Ma'ai Ulu.
First pitch to Ulu is down and away, and they had the little snap throw play put on to get Malia back to second. She laughs. She's at second base laughing. 1 ball, no strikes on Ma'ai Ulu. Same location, and ball 2.
All right, so
Down and outside.
All right, so I know it's been 2 months, but the team used to have been singing my eye song, right?
They did.
I'm not just a man. I didn't just. That wasn't the Mandela effect. Like that actually happened. Okay.
No, not at all. That definitely was happening. This pitch misses inside. Didn't miss by much, but it's called a ball, 3-0. Jaden Vi is on deck. Got to throw a strike here. You load the bases for Vi. 3-0 pitch is in there at the top of the zone for a called strike. I don't think Ulu liked it, but it's 3-1. Wind starting to rip towards the left field corner. Here's a 3-1. On the ground to short. This could be 2. To second for 1. Oh, to first. 2. A double play. And Ulu Bounces into a twin killer to retire the side. So a good job by the Sierra defense to get out of it unscathed. Jags get 2 base runners and they do not score. We go to the bottom of the third. No score here in game 3.
As the official fundraising department of the 3C2A, DT's 6 votes for athletics and looks to continue with their success. DT's concert partners with the 3C2A team and foundation for community efforts. The foundation of DT's concert was built by the organization of programs nationwide. As former is designed to raise $350 per student athlete on average. Their system pays 95% of the work and it will be all financial risk until upfront costs. That's the third inning for the Wolverines. The shortstop, Peyton Jones.
So Jones, Saley, and Hernandez to start it off here in the third for Sierra, and the first pitch is on the outside for a ball. Yeah, I love the 3C2A, but the announcement that y'all just had me reading
That was
is
crazy.
I didn't even get through all of it.
Yeah, no.
This thing is
1-0 pitch is a comebacker. Angie's got it and flips it to Ulu for out number 1. So making quick work of Jones is Angie Chavaria.
The pitcher, Lexi Saley.
Now Lexi Saley batting out of the 8 spot. First pitch is a curl on the outside corner, strike 1. Nobody on, 1 out, 0-1. Here it comes. This one is,
wow.
I think Andrew had to toss that one to us. Just kind of held on to the ball a little bit too long. Happens to the best of them. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. One is up and away, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Saley checks her swing and fouls one softly off the first base line, and that's strike 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2. She reached out of the zone and fouled off a ball that might have got Deja in the mask, and it stays 2-2. Deja ripped the mask off, and she looked a little ticked off when she came out from under the hood. Two on the ground, right back to Shav. She's got it, and she flips it over to first. So 2 comebackers to start the bottom of the third. 2 outs.
The catcher, Kalani Hernandez.
And that's pretty much how game 1 went for her. So you have 5 of them.
Yeah, Angie seems to be in a good groove. So now the catcher, Hernandez. First pitch kind of spooked her a little bit. Had her moving off the plate. It's 1 ball, no strikes. That was up. Wasn't as far in as her reaction might have made it seem. One ball, no strikes. That pitch was a lot more in, but that one was lower. Tough. That was close. That's a tough take. 2 balls, no strikes. 2-0. On the ground towards short. Smith's got it. Throw to first. In time, side retired and sliding into first base was Hernandez. But 3 ground balls, 2 comebackers to the pitcher and a ground ball to short. Nothing doing in the third. We have a pitcher's duel on our hands. We'll see how Staley responds in the top of the 4th. No score after 3.
All right, 4th inning here in LadyJag field. It'll be the 5, 6, and 7 with Jaden Vice starting it off. And she grounded out to third.
Number 6. Number 16, the left fielder is now the DP. She was the left fielder, now she's DP. And then I think whoever vacated third, where's Maddie at?
I'm going to just mark the pitcher and figure it out.
Yep.
That's all I got to do.
Okay, so a new pitcher is Kendall Manley. And this one is popped. And coming up to make the catch is the left fielder, Lugoski.
The umpire confused us with the defensive changes coming up. So it was a little bit of a pause before we can figure out who's where.
The designated player, Bella Gianbruno.
But
Yeah, I still don't know. I know there's a pitcher change, and that's it.
first pitch is a weird hit ball to short. Thrown to first. Nice scoop at first base by Mendoza. Nice play by Quick for out number 2. So 2 really quick outs for the Jags here to start the top of the 4th.
The shortstop, Carissa Smith.
Number 2. I haven't done that in so long, bro. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. Smith squares around the bunt, pulls it back, and takes the ball really high. And 1 ball, no strikes. So Kendall Manley back on the hill for Sierra. And that's been the story for the Wolverines really all season long, but particularly today. She came in and slammed the door on the Jags with the bases loaded. Carissa squares around the bunt, pulls it back, and takes the ball up and in. It's 2-0. Smith with Ashley Skipper on deck. We'll see if the inning extends to Skipper. Squares around the bunt, pulls it back, and takes the ball in the dirt. 3-0. Base runners. What you need is base runners. Squares around, pulls it back, and takes a strike at the very tippity top of the strike zone. He rolls 1 strike on Smith. Squares around again. Pulls it back. and takes ball 4. That was very similar to the 3-0 pitch. And Manley kind of chuckled. I think she agreed. But either way.
The center fielder, Ashley Skipper.
So there's the walk. Now you got to pay attention to everything. A wild pitch puts a runner in scoring position, which makes a base hit possibly the difference in the game. So every base runner counts. Skipper squares around the bunt, pulls it back, and takes one down and in. I'm not sure what the method is of squaring around the bunt with 2 outs. But hey, man. If it works, it works. It got Smith on, and here's a ball swung on and fouled away. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, anybody remember who's at third base right now? That's either it's either 15 or 16. I can't say.
I think 15. He's just swinging a pop foul back towards us. I know.
Okay.
15, yeah. So that was the pitcher. That's Saley.
All right, so
Manny Redinger went to second, which took Jones out of the game. The ump didn't do a great job articulating all that to us. 1-2 on the ground, picked up at third by Saley. Throwing to first is picked out by Mendoza at first. What a job, Saley and Mendoza. And wow, she runs across the field and jumps into Mendoza's arms to celebrate that. For whatever it's worth, that is a loud celebration for a routine 5-3 putout. Yeah, that's all I'll say about that. Let's go to the bottom of the 4th. No score. That was crazy.
So we might as well talk about this eventually. So here's the updated playoff bracket. CSM has officially clinched a spot in the state tournament, as well as Cypress and Palomar. So the Coast Conference will once again be well represented by the Bulldogs.
Starting off the 4th inning for the Wolverines, the center fielder, Riley Ernst.
Obviously, we're playing Game 3 here. Sumas River and Fresno are playing Game 3. Cerritos, Fullerton, and then Mount Sac and El Camino are playing Game 3.
This one's going to pop up by Ernst into no man's land, and Carissa Smith, number 2, runs it down in foul territory along the left field line for out number 1. So 1 pitch, 1 out.
The right fielder, Whitney Montoya.
That's a huge out, too, because you got to get Ernst off the bases. That's always a huge thing. Oh, no, there's something in the broadcast booth. That thing is big, too. Is that a bee?
No, yeah, it is.
Listen, that thing
I don't care.
I'm 6'2". That thing bigger than me.
All right, this is on the ground. Smith, I couldn't get it clean. So that is for sure an error.
Steve, that thing big, too, bruh. What is that? That bug is too big to be floating around the broadcast booth without paying no rent. That's crazy.
The left fielder, Kaylee Lugoski.
All right, anyway, let's move on.
Man,
all right, so
he flies out the booth, I'm a chill.
3 teams have officially clinched into the state tournament, and here's the wild thing. The number 1 in the north and the number 1 in the south have not yet clinched. This is on the ground to second. And
Double
couldn't
play.
get the second one.
Oh, they didn't? He's got his fist up.
No, that's for the first one.
Ah, this guy over here. Wait a minute. What happened to the umpire that had the heat exhaustion?
He's gone.
The third baseman, Lexi Saley.
Oh, they got a third ump. Oh, that's awesome. My bad, y'all. I'm distracted by this thing flying around the booth. I think it left. I think we're good now. Okay, first pitch to Kendall Manley. Let's reset the room here. There's a strike. It's 0-1. Runner at first, 2 outs. They did get the lead runner on
Did I have
that.
the wrong guy? Oh, I do. I don't know. Okay, never mind. I don't know what happened. This app screwed with me. Put the wrong person up.
Off-speed pitch from Angie Chavarria had Kendall Manley way off her timing. Angie pointing into the box. It's a called strike, 0-2. See what Shav does here, 0-2. The pitch to Manley is up and away, and Deja jumps out of the squat trying to get the runner back to first. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It is on Kendall Manley with runner at first and 2 outs. Oh, it came back into the booth, bro. I thought we escaped. Here's a shot to deep right center. Forget about it. Oh, my goodness, that's gone. Kendall Manley hits one to the moon, and it's 2-0 Wolverines. Sweet Jesus, Liliana Valley. She hit the crap out of that ball. Man. All right, Jags got to bounce back here. It's 2-0. And that's light damage done. We still got some innings to get it back.
The second baseman, Maddie Redinger.
So now Maddie Redinger stands in with 2 outs. That was the mistake up that Manley was looking for, and she went the other way with it, right center field. And she got every bit of that one. First pitch to Redinger is hitting to the right center field gap, and it's going to fall for a base hit in front of Bella C. Strong throw to the shortstop to hold Redinger to a single. So back-to-back hits.
The shortstop, Maya Quick.
Runner at first, 2 outs. And it's Quick batting from the left side. First pitch is down and away. 1 ball, no strikes. One-0. On the ground to short, Carissa Smith. She will go to first with it to retire the side. And a frustrated Jags team comes off the field. Only 2 runs, limited damage done. They can get that back. And they got a few innings to do it. We go to the 5th. It's 2-0 Wolverines.
Do you remember the 20 roast?
Davis.
So Davis, Deja, and Malia.
This is your double leadoff. This is the exact reason why you put someone with this kind of speed and contact ability in the 9 spot. So you got your double leadoff hitter, Deja being the good hitter she is. Love to see her hitting with Shaman Davis on base. Davis batting from the left side. Takes a strike on the outer third. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. So she's going to have to expand a little bit, put the ball in play, force the defense to throw her out. Always a tough task throwing out Shaman Davis. She had a line drive right back at the pitcher, which was speared, and they still only got her by a step. Great take there on a ball in the dirt. It was hanging up in the zone and then dropped at the last second. So good take by Davis. 2-2. Jags trying to return to the state championship tournament for the 4th consecutive eligible season. There's one outside. And it's 3-2, full count. Walk is definitely as good as a base hit here. Three-two. Swung on and fouled away. Excellent job by Davis to stay alive. Here's Manley's payoff pitch. And it's a dribbler in front of the plate. It's picked up. It's caught a fair ball. Oh, man, that's so unfortunate. That is so unfortunate. I don't think Davis knew it was fair. She would have beat that out by 1.5 miles.
The catcher, Deja Jimenez.
She kind of hesitated at the plate. You just got to take off running. You just got to go. If they call it foul, they call it foul, but you got to go. So 1 out, and it's the top of the order, Deja Jimenez. Here she chases one up and in, and it's no balls, 1 strike. A 1. And it's up and away, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch. That's off the outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Kind of a cement mixer looking pitch. Didn't have quite the movement. Just kind of hanging on that outside, off that outside part of the plate. 2-1. Swung on and fouled straight back. I mean, like a line drive straight back. Almost caught the umpire. Two balls, 2 strikes. Two is swung on and fouled straight back into the screen, and we'll reset and do it again. Definitely a lot of fight in these Jags hitters in each at bat. I mean, they're not giving up. Manley is just finding ways to get outs. 2-2. Up high, across the letters, and another full count. And again, it's been the story. A lot of 3-ball counts, a lot of walks, a lot of hit batters. Jags have got to cash in on these. Get some base runners, get some runs. With Malia Venegas on deck. Payoff pitch. Swung on and missed strike 3. She went right at Deja. Went right out over the plate, and Deja just couldn't get a bat on it. Very frustrated. She storms back into the
The
dugout.
third baseman, Malia Venegas.
Malia, first pitch to her is across the eyes. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Jags have built a couple of multiple base runner rallies with 2 outs. They just haven't got the clutch hit. So let's see if they can build another one here with the middle of the order batting.
That one definitely.
Every time it hits her, she's just going to.
She's not leaning into it.
She's not getting out of the way. I think that's what it is. I couldn't quite tell if it hit like her elbow guard or if it hit her bat. This is how many times in the game has this happened? It's hit her in the elbow guard.
Well, Jags hitters have been hit 6 times. I mean, it would have been 8, but 2 of them were waived, and they're gonna keep it as a strike. All right, well, officials timeout, and let's go to a quick message from Stretch Lab.
If you want to increase your range of motion and maintain flexibility, visit Stretch Lab for a one-on-one assisted stretch, where a trained flexologist will design an assisted stretch routine to meet your specific goals and needs. Nearby locations are in Fremont, Silver Creek, and Blossom Hill.
All right, so here is the 5th inning so far. So Davis grounded out to the catcher because she didn't know the ball was fair. And then Jimenez struck out, and now Malia expected to be standing on first right now, but umpire had other thoughts. But let's take a quick look at the updated playoff bracket if we can get it up. All right, well, we'll just speak it into existence. Okay, whoa, what? Shouldn't that have made it one? Okay, so I guess it's a ball. All right, we'll take it. That one definitely.
Now Malia's upset. And she has every right to be upset. She's been hit by a pitch 1,000 times.
Shouldn't that be at least warning?
And now she gets domed after getting hit in the arm. Look, you know Kendall Manley didn't hit her in the head on purpose. It wasn't like it was malicious, but that's a really frustrating at bat to get hit by a pitch twice. And the trainer's going to go out and have a look. And Malia's really upset. That was not, like, I've never seen her throw the bat like that. So coach is going to check on her. The trainer's going to check on her, and we're going to take a breather.
The pitcher, Angie Javaria.
All right, so a lot happened during the break. Crowd is getting rowdy on both sides. Jaguars staff got a warning. Malia's going to stay in the game. In the game, and there's going to be some heat for the next. Not just temperature-wise. There's going to be some heat for the next hour.
You want some engagement? You got it now. First pitch to Angie is here's a snap throw back to first after that pitch was a called ball. Oh, no, was it called a strike? He did call a strike. It's 0-1. Snap throw to first, in time. Not in time. Malia's safe. I'm tripping. There's a lot of moving parts. Everybody be still. Okay, let's go, Angie. 0-1. Here's a shot, foul, out of play. Right field side, and it's 0-2. This is a situation where, you want to really crush the ball just to, pour on the momentum and support your teammate. But you got to be really locked in these at-bats coming up on the late innings. 0-2. Down low. I'm just really glad Malia's okay. She stayed in the game. She's at first. She's locked in. A really sketch situation. Got the fans charged up, the umpires, the coaches, players. 1-2.
Oh, don't
Angie
go for
chased
that.
one really, really low and fouled it. At least fought it off to stay alive. Rare chase. One, two. Oh, that's strike 3 called. Right there on the outside corner. Well-placed pitch. And that'll end at the top of the 5th. So anticlimactic inning for the Jaguars after a very frustrating situation. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Jags need to put up a 0. It's 2-0 Wolverines. Bottom of the 5th inning, Peyton Jones to lead it off. And the first pitch from Angie Chavarria to Peyton Jones is down low for a ball, 1-0. The Jags have had multiple opportunities throughout this game, whether you're looking for runners in scoring position, whether you're looking for momentum swing, part of the order to bat with multiple runners on base. They've had the opportunities, they just haven't cashed in. And this one is in there for a called strike on Jones. It's 1-1. This 1-1 pitch is high, missed way high. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's a 2-1. Swung on and lifted to right. Coming in is Bella. Going out is Jay. And Jay makes the basket over the shoulder catch for out number 1. And the Jags defense continues to shine. Defensively, they've been fantastic. They can take some momentum onto the offensive side of the frame, man. They could really turn this game around quick. A pinch hitter's coming out. It's going to be Bailey Jones.
Pinch hitting for the Wolverines, number 11, Bailey Jones.
So Bailey Jones is going to hit for Lexi Saley. With 1 out and nobody on here in the 5th. First pitch is popped foul out of play off the first base side and lands on the concourse somewhere. 0-1. It's 1 ball, 1 strike after that pitch. It just missed off the outside. Pretty close and a good take. Call the ball, 1-1. Here it comes. On the ground to third. Malia's got it on the high hop. Throws to first. Easy routine play, 2 outs.
The catcher, Kalani Hernandez.
Base is empty, 2 outs, and it's the catcher, Hernandez. First pitch is in there for a called strike. It's 0-1. Ground ball to third. Malia's got this one on a short hop. Throws to my eye, and the side is retired. They go quickly, 1, 2, 3 in the bottom of the 5th. To the 6th inning, Jags need to spark some new life into this offense. It's 2-0 Wolverines in game 3. Besame means kiss me. That's crazy. Why would they say that? Why would they say that?
Sixth inning here in San Jose. New pitcher for Wolverines is Jessica McPartland, who started game 2.
Starting off the 6th inning for the Jaguars, the first baseman, Ma'ai Ulu. And now pitching for Sierra number 17, Jessica McPartland.
To the 6th inning we go. Ma'ai Ulu. First pitch from the new pitcher is a called strike. I genuinely did not see if that caught the plate. It looked like it almost hit Ulu, but okay, strike 1. It was a rough angle. That part of the plate's completely blocked by the catcher and the umpire. Here's a swing and a foul. That pitch was in on the hands, and Ulu fouled it off the first base side, got jammed up. So a quick 0-2. And now you're at the mercy of the entire arsenal of the pitcher. So Jessica McPartland, the new pitcher. And here's a ball across the letters. Very close, but a ball. Very good pitch from McPartland. Swinging a pop-up. This is going to be a pop-up dance, and it is out of play. My eye spoiled that just enough to give herself new life.
That man, Dave. He's 96 now.
Say again?
Dave, he's 96 now.
My goodness. He is a living legend. 1-2. That's up very high. 2-2. So now Ulu has worked herself back into this at bat. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here it comes. Swung on and popped into shallow center. Ernst is there in F8, and the batter is going to be Jaden Vi.
The second baseman, J.D. Vi.
So Vi stands in with the bases empty and 1 out. Swung on and fouled out a play, and it's 0-1. The body language from the Jaguars, you would think they were losing by 7. They're only down by 2. It's 2-0. That is, I mean, the game could be tied in the next 2 hitters. They gotta play like they're that close. Here's a flip into right field, and coming in on it is the right fielder, Montoya. And that's out number 2.
The designated player, Bella Gianbruno.
Here's a swing and a miss. Went right after her. No curveball, no drop ball, just straight gas. And it's 0-1. Similar pitch, missed a little bit off the inside. It's 1-1. Really good crowd here for both teams, particularly San Jose being the home team. Couple of former Jags here. 1-1. Swung on and missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gabby Jordan is here, one of the former Jags. Obviously, some of the Jaguar coaches, former players. 1-2. Swung on and popped up. This is going to be tough. Oh, and Bella runs into the first baseman, Montoya. Or check that, Mendoza. Montoya is in right field. And, yeah, the catch is made by the catcher. The side's retired, but that collision was rough. Man, a whole lot happening here for a game that's only 2-0. Bottom of the 6th coming up.
Bottom of the 6th here in San Jose. And real quick, we'll take a look at the key stats here in Game 3. So both teams with 3 hits, but San Jose with 3 strikeouts and 6 batters left on. And both teams hitting under 200 here in the game.
Starting off this 6th inning for the Wolverines, the center fielder, Riley Ernst.
So Riley Ernst will lead off the bottom of the 6th, batting from the left side, top of the order. Here's a ground ball. Jaden Vi on the backhand. Throw to first in time. Excellent work keeping Ernst off the bases. 1 out on 1 pitch.
The right fielder, Whitney Montoya.
Montoya will stand in, also batting from the left side. Quite a few left-handed hitters in this Wolverines lineup. First pitch is rolled to the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Nobody on, 1 out here in the 6th. One 0 pitch is off the outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jags bring the same defense out. They've been sharp. 2-0. On the ground, back to Angie. She's got it. She had to leap to grab it, but she's got it for out number 2. So 2 quick outs, a couple of ground balls. And the batter's going to be Legowski.
The left fielder, Kaylee Lugowski.
First pitch to Kaylee Lugowski is down low. I don't know if it's Lugowski or Lugowski. Sheesh. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch is down low, and it's 2 balls, no strikes. Two-0. Swung on and lined into right center, hit well, and off the fence on a fly. She's going to turn ahead for 2. We got to play at second. And no, it's cut off by Jaden Vi. And
She didn't know.
safely into second with a double is Lugowski. That was a shot. It didn't have a lot of
Designated
backspin.
player.
If she had put any
Kendall
backspin on that
Manley.
ball, that is off the scoreboard. Now time is called. They're going to have to pitch to Kendall Manley. I genuinely just wouldn't pitch to Kendall Manley. I get it. It's a 2-run game. You're close. You bring up Redinger. You wouldn't want to face Redinger with 2 on. Redinger's been fired up after the play at third base with Venegas, and I don't know. It just the ball that Manley hit back in the 4th inning is still flying, bro. I wouldn't say what you want about my managing skills. I would not do it. Let's see what they do. They pitch around her or what? They're not putting her on, so let's see. First pitch is down low for a ball. And look, even if, let's say, for instance, that Angie was to walk her, you would never know whether or not it's on purpose. I mean, she could be just trying to get her to fish. 1-0. That's just off the outside. 2 balls, no strikes. All the setups have been away. This one, 2-0. Swung on and hit to right. This is in the park for Bella C, who makes the catch to retire the side. Jags got to score 2 here. The final frame, season on the line. 2 to tie, 3 to take the lead in the 7th in Game 3.
Starting off the 7th inning for the Jaguars, the shortstop, Carissa Smith.
So 7, 8, and 9 here in the 7th.
I
Smith,
promise you,
Skipper,
it looks good.
Davis.
It looks good to Sierra to see that. 7, 8, 9 hitters need 3 outs to go to the state championship. Looks good to them. Jags are going to try to spoil it. First pitch is a strike, and it's 0-1. Smith, Skipper, Davis. There's same situation. She squared around the bunt, pulled it back, and takes a strike. Those are 2 right at her. And it's 0-2 quickly. Squares around again, pulls back, and swings and misses strike 3. And the Wolverines are now 2 outs away.
The center fielder, Ashley Skipper.
First pitch, Skipper squares around, pulls it back, and takes a called strike. She checked her swing, but it was called by the home plate umpire. It's 0-1. In this situation, you just need somebody to get on base. Get the tying run to the plate. Here's a big swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. There are no 2-run home runs with the bases empty. Someone's got to get on. Pulls it back, swings and hits a foul ball off of her leg. It rolls out to the pitcher. She's bummed out, like, oh man, we had it out. So they'll reset and do it again at 0-2. With Shaman Davis on deck. Squaring around, pulling back, and fouling one off the first baseline. Off the screen there, and it stays 0-2. Got to battle. 0-2. Swung on her, missed 3. Back-to-back swinging strikeouts. And the Wolverines are 1 out away. Jags down to their last out.
The left fielder, Shaman Davis.
This becomes the biggest at-bat of the year. And that bug is back in the booth. This is really bad timing for that. Ball 1 in the dirt on Davis. Davis waiting patiently. Here's the 1-0. That one's high across the letters, and it's 2 balls, no strikes. Make her get you out. Don't give yourself up. Here's the 2-0 pitch. It's chopped in front of the plate. That's going to be a hit. That's going to be a hit. Davis was beat it out by a lot. So Shaman Davis gets on base. The tying run comes to the plate, and it's the catcher, the captain, the leadoff hitter, Deja Jimenez.
The catcher, Deja Jimenez.
As soon as you saw the ball bounce up, and you could tell it was going to stay fair, you can almost put Shaman at second. And they're going to conference real quick. Both teams are going to conference real quick.
All right, well, an update on the state tournament. Another team has officially clinched. So Fullerton has secured the #1 spot in the South with their Game 3 victory over Cerritos. So right now it's Cerritos, Cypress, Palomar, and CSM. Fresno has a 4-2 lead over Casumas.
We're still waiting on the 5 o'clock game, right?
Oh, we're gonna be waiting all night for that.
Under the lights at Delta is crazy. So Deja stands in. Biggest at bat of her Jaguar career right here. Man. First pitch is a ball off the inside. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Now, Malia's on deck, so if they decide they want to put Deja on by the way of pitching around and not intentionally pitching around her, but like just not throwing strikes, then Jags will take that too. There's one outside corner, and it's 1-1. Would have been a really tough one to get around. Nerve-wracking spot here. Swung on and missed. The ball was, man, that's just country hardball right there. And the Jags are down to their last strike. The Sierra players and fans are ready and trying to celebrate. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and hit in the air. Shallow left center. Coming in as a left fielder. Going out to shortstop. And it's going to land. Now Shamon's caught in a rundown. Back to second. And she's tagged out. Oh, God. Such a rough way for the year to come to an end. The Jags got the ball to land out there. It landed in the outfield. Shamon tried like heck to get back, and she got tagged out, got hung up in between the bases, and that's going to do it. And the Jag season comes to an end on a play that very well could have been
Sierra 2, Jaguars,
magical.
Nothing.
And a very emotional Jags team
congratulations
comes
to
out.
Sierra College for representing the North in
Wow.
the 3C2A state championship tournament.
So Sierra will advance to the state championship for the third consecutive year. In the championship game in 2021, check that, 2022, they lost to the College of San Mateo. They went back again last year. And this year they will return again. They will take the drive up 17 to West Valley College, and they will represent the North in the 2024 state championship tournament, Steve. Steve's on PA. He's going to make a couple
The
announcements.
2024 state softball championship will take place at West Valley College. Starting next Thursday, with the championship game being played at Vikings Field on Sunday. And 2 losers bracket games will be played right here at LadyJag Field on Friday.
So there you have it. Both games of the day in a nutshell was that play. Just you get some things that go your way, and they dump the water on the coach. Sierra's excited, and agony. It's agony and ecstasy on Lady Jag's field right now. Steve, what the heck, man?
Yeah, it's clear that Sherman was betting on her speed.
Yeah.
And her speed, and would you have played it? If you had that speed, would you be saying that saying that your knowledge of the game is far beyond mine? Would you have risked it?
Absolutely not. No, not with Malia coming up. Top of the order, game situation. And the ball was in the air long enough to where, you don't pick up the spin necessarily. If you don't know where it's going to bounce, which way it's going to go, and, which defenders are going to be close or far away from it, then you don't take the risk. And, one of the cardinal rules of baseball is you never make the first or the third out at third base. And she stopped on her way to third to go back to second. But, and look, credit to Shamon Davis, because there's players in that situation that, look, as bad as that turned out, that's a tough play. It's a bad situation, but there's players in that situation that crumble at the plate. There's players in that situation that get picked off at first. It's just part of the game. She was trying to make an aggressive play, use her speed,